This is the Nolichucky, wild and free, alive and in tune with the seasons. This is what all the rivers in western North Carolina should look like after a heavy rainstorm. Unfortunately, that's not the case. We have over 290 dams submerging hundreds of miles of waterway under reservoirs. The only way to ensure the Nolichucky doesn't have the same fate is for it to be federally protected under the Wild and Scenic Act.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Woody Calloway, one of the founders of Ecologic kayaks, and I've been in love with kayaking for 35 years. You know, the Nolichucky is really an iconic place. The beauty and what I think is really cool and unique about the Nolichucky is this is a natural river. There's no dams. You know, if you look on the map and look at the topography, the Nolichucky headwaters starts at two of the highest points on the East Coast, Mount Mitchell to the south and Roan Mountain to the north. And that watershed comes together, and it is one of the most scenic trips on the East Coast.
I'm Jamie Rice, and I was born and raised in Erwin, Tennessee. I am a small business owner. I own a wedding venue in downtown Erwin, and I also am very active in a group called Rise Erwin. Rise Erwin began about 3 years ago after a local industry decided to pull out. It was CSX Railroad. Along with the railroad history that we've had for 100 years, you know, our identity went with them when they left. And so our community was really struggling with who we were going to be. I think our river is something that for locals, it's always sort of been lifeblood to us. I know that some of my earliest memories are on this river with my dad and my sister and our matching Snoopy fishing poles. When we have family or visitors come in town, this is the first place we bring them because we want them to experience what we see every day. I think we all know that outdoor recreation is, I think, a $12 billion industry. And it's an industry that our county really has not tried to tap into or promote. And so I think for us, you know, God's given us these beautiful mountains and this river for a reason. And I think it's our job to protect them, but also promote them and let other people enjoy them as well.
Well, I think it's certainly safe to say that the Nolichucky River Gorge and the Appalachian Trail are the big tourism draws here in Unicoi County and part of the big draw for Northeast Tennessee. Personally, my business, we employ over 103 people in peak season, from bus drivers, landscapers, housekeepers, of course your guides for the various trips that we offer. It's really important to us and really exciting to us that we're playing a pretty big role in what's an economically depressed area, and it's because of this special river gorge and this special setting and the trails and the rivers and the fish and the paddling and the hiking and all the other activities. That is bringing a lot of people here, and it's employing a lot of people. The recreational wild and scenic designation, you know, it doesn't change anything. And I think that's a big misunderstanding or misconception about wild and scenic. It keeps it as it is. It protects all the federal lands from anything happening. It protects this river from being dammed. It does not affect me as a private landowner doing whatever I want to do on my land, or any of my neighbors that own land, whether it's upstream or down. We will not be affected. We will be protected.
The whole goal of the Wild and Scenic Rivers Act is to prevent change, at least the bad kinds of change, the change that would hurt the values of the river. And at the same time, it doesn't stop other kinds of activities. So that's a great thing about the Act. It protects what people really care about and really value without limiting other activities. The whole point is that it should just stay special and stay the way it is. One of the things about my job is that I spend a lot of time on rivers that have been dewatered and inundated by dams. And when I look out 100 years or 200 years, even in my daughter's lifetime, I think there'll be more pressure for more dams. And I feel like it's on all of us now to get ahead of that trend and to set aside at least a few of the last best rivers here in the Southeast. And honestly, I feel like the Nolichucky is the top of the list. It doesn't get any better.